Om Namaskar, everyone. A very good evening and a very happy Karkataka Masam to all of you. So, let us begin our session with a prayer. Yayamo Dhavanava Kundalavati Tejomai Naishtiki Snigdha Pangavilokini Bhagavati Mandasmita Srimukhi Vatsalyamritavarshini Sumathuram Sankirtanalapini Shyamangim Vadhusiktasuktam Amritanandatmika Ishwari Om Amriteshwari Namaha Om Amriteshwari Namaha Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Once again, welcome everyone and wish you all a very blessed Ramayana month. So yesterday was Karkatakam 1 of the Malayalam calendar, which marked the beginning of Ramayana month. So as we all know, during this month, the recitation of Ramayana or Ramayana Parayanam is also performed routinely in households across Kerala for a month until the end of the Ramayana month. So it's with great pleasure and happiness that Amrita School of Spiritual and Cultural Studies offers this micro course on this auspicious month of Ramayana, that is Rāmāyaṇasaurabham. This course will be conducted on 4 days, that is starting from today till 21st of July. So each day will consist of one enlightening lecture that delve into the scriptural, the spiritual, the practical, and the philosophical aspects of Ramayana. So today being our first day of our lecture, Br.Achyuthamrita Chaitanya, Principal, Amrita School of Spiritual and Cultural Studies, will speak to us on the topic Ramakatha and Appreciation. So before going into the session, let me quickly introduce Swami, even though he is a very familiar face to most of you who attends most of our online courses. So Br.Achyuthamrita Chaitanya ji, he serves as a principal, Amrita School of Spiritual and Cultural Studies, Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, Amritapuri. And he has more than 30 years of teaching experience. And he completed his PhD in the year 1997 from Cochin University. Since then, he has continued his extensive study of Indian culture under the guidance of our Chancellor, Amma Sadguru Srimata Amritandamayi Devi. He also serves as editor of Mathruvani, the spiritual monthly magazine of Mata Amritandamayi Math. He has also given spiritual talks in temples across Kerala. His satsangs are also regularly aired on Amrita TV as well. So without much delay, I welcome Swami to the session. Over to you, Swami.
Shivaya, let me start offering my prayers at the lotus feet of my mother and master Amma. And after that, I will be offering some prayers to the great Rishi who offered us Ramayana, and then the person who is extolled in Ramayana, and some other stutis or slokas I will be chanting. Then we will come to these slokas later in the course of the lecture. Namaste Gurave Nityam Sahajanandarupini Yasya Bhagamrudam Handi Visham Samsara Samyagam Kavindram Naumi Valmiki Yasya Ramayani Katham Chandrigamiva Chinmanti Jagora Divasathavah Yah Piban Sadatam Ramacharita Sagaram Atruptastam Nimbande Rajeta Samakalmasham Valmigir Munisimhasya Kavida Vanacharina Shrivan Ramakatha Nadam Odayati Paramgatim Pujantam Ramarami Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakha Vande Valmiki Kokilam Abadam Abahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sriram Yo Namah Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namah Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krudamastaganjalim Bashtavari Paripurnalojanam Madhim Namadrakshasam. A very warm welcome and a very good evening to all of you who have taken or grabbed this opportunity to hear about Rama. Enjoy the Ramakatha. Rama and his stories are one of the most beloved topics of all Indians. In all Indian languages and even in foreign languages, especially in the towards the eastern side of India, the other Asian countries, there are Ramayanas. Ramakathas are sung or narrated in their languages, like Indonesia, Bali, Thailand, many countries. So, Rama and his story is a very attractive topic for all who love literature, who love ethics, who love history, spirituality. For all kinds of people in the above mentioned categories, Ramakatha is very dear. They cherish Ramakatha like anything. So the topic that I think I am very audible now, comfortably audible now.
Yes, Swami. Yes, Swami.
So the topic I have selected is Ramakatha and appreciation. I didn't take Ramayana and appreciation because all Ramakathas are not called Ramayanas. Many titles are given to different Ramayanas, or Ramakathas are presented in different titles. For example, there is a famous Ramayana from Kerala, which, according to some critics, can be rated or can be considered as equal to the Panchamahakavyas of Sanskrit. The Panchamahakavyas are Kumarasambhavam and the Raghuvansham of Kalidasa, Shishupalavatham of Magha, Naishadham of Harsha, and Kiratarjuniyam of Bharati. So these are the Panchamahakavyas, the 5 great epic poems in Sanskrit. And there is a Ramayana from Kerala, its name is Sri Ramacharitham. It was published from Nirnay Sagar Press, Gujarat, some 100 years back or more than 100 years back. It was written some 200 years back. So that is a very elegant composition on Rama's story with all poetic qualities, and its name is Ramacharitham. So, and there is in Hindi the famous work Ramacharita. So there are many famous Rama Kathas which are not named Ramayana. So that is why I took I preferred to name or give a title like Ramakatha and appreciation. So I would like to go through the different features of Ramakatha, some points to be noted. Actually, I am enjoying Ramakatha during this talk. That is the first thing that I would like to tell you. Because I mentioned a sloka, I recited a sloka in the beginning while prostrating to the author of Ramayana, the first Ramayana, that is Valmiki. The first sloka that I chanted to prostrate him was Yat piban satatam Ramacharita Sagaram Adruttaha tam munim vande Rācayadasam akalmash. The very first sloka was a tribute to my Guru. Namaste Gurave Nityam Sahajananda Rubine Yasya Vagamritam Khandi Visham Samsara Samaya. I prostrate to my Guru, who is of the nature of innate bliss, unconditional, uncreated bliss, and whose words eliminate all the sorrows that are associated with the birth in this world. It's a Bhag Amrita, and the Guru's words are Amrita, nectar. And it Handi Visham Samsara Samaya. The poison that is called Samsara, or the sorrows of this life, are eliminated by the words of the Guru, which is an Amrita, an antidote to the poison that is the worldly sorrows. So the next was Yappiban Sadatam Ramacharita Amrita Sagaram Adruttaha tam munim vande Rācayadasam akalmash. So I prostrate to that Muni, tam munim vande Rācayadasam, the son of Prachetas. That is Valmiki. Valmiki is the son of Prachetas. So he is called Prachetas. And he is Akalmashaha. He had no any blemish in his character. So such a great Rishi, Muni, sage, what is his speciality? Yap piban sadatam Ramacharita Sagaram Adruttaha. He continuously drink the Amrita Sagara of Ramacharita. Ramacharita Amrita Sagara, the ocean of nectar that is Rama's stories. Ramacharita Amrita Sagara. And this Valmiki goes on drinking from this ocean of nectar, that's Ramakatha Amrita. And he is never satiated. Adruttaha. He is never satiated by drinking this nectar. That is Ramakatha, Ramacharita. So, this verse indicates that enjoying Ramakatha, we will never get bored. We will never get a feeling of fullness. We will never feel that enough. Now it is enough. You cannot feel that if we enjoy Ramakatha. So, and the famous Tulsidasa's Ramayana in Hindi, there is a very humorous statement. Ramakatha je sunat aghahi Rasa Visesh Jana Antinah Nahi. Ramakatha je sunat aghahi. Enjoying Ramakatha, if one gets satiated, if one gets satisfied, that means Rasa Visesh Jana Antinah Nahi. They have not understood the real beauty of Ramakatha. If one understands the real beauty, he will never be satiated. He will desire, crave for more and more of that enjoyment of Ramakatha. So, speaking on Rama and his story, I myself feel blessed and I myself enjoy this Rama's story. So that is one reason for giving this talk. And I hope you all will enjoy, and in the end we may have some interactions if necessary. So this is what prompts me to speak on Rama's story, Ramakatha. And this is an appreciation. I myself appreciate Ramakatha. So this is about the title. And now let us come to Ramakatha. In Tulsidasa's Ramayana, I will refer to all the main Ramayanas which I know. In Tulsi, many of you may be Malayalam speaking people. So I would like to add one more sloka from, it is not a sloka, it is a verse from Malayalam Ramayana. The Malayalam Ramayana is written by the great Malayalam poet who is the father of Malayalam language, Tunjathi Rāmāyaṇasaurabham. And Ashwati informed you about the importance of this month, this Malayalam month. According to the Malayalam calendar, the last month of the year is Karkidaka. And this is celebrated all over Kerala, and wherever there are Malayalis, they all celebrate this month as Ramayana month. And they recite the Ramayana that was written by the father of Malayalam language, Tunjathi Rāmāyaṇasaurabham. It is called Kilipattu Ramayana. It is presented in a style of a bird's song, Kilipattu. A parrot comes and sings Ramayana to Eluthachen, the poet, and he presents it to the listeners. That is the style of Eluthachen Malayalam Ramayana. And in the beginning of the Sundara Kanda, which is one section in the Ramayana, the sixth session, sixth or fifth, I will come to that later. So in the beginning of Sundara Kanda, Eluthachen asks his parrot in a very, very, very beautiful way. He says, Kathaya mama kathagala disadara kagul sthalilagal ketal madivara. He asked the parrot to again and again narrate the sports, the divine sports of Kagulstha. Kagulstha means Rama. You tell me again and again these sports, divine sports of Kagulstha. Kathaya mama kathagala disadara. With love, with affection, you tell the story of Rama again and again. Why? Kagulstha leelagal ketal madivara. One will never be satiated, madivara, by hearing the stories of Rama. So all these adds to the point that Rama's story is always enchanting. It will always attract you. So these are the introductory remarks that I would like to present. And now I will come to what I was telling was that I will refer to many Ramayanas, some Ramayanas which I have heard of, some which I have read. And the famous Tulsidasa's Ramayana in Hindi, in the beginning itself there is a statement. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. Hari refers to Vishnu, and in Tulsidasa's Ramayana, Hari means Rama. In almost all devotional works on Rama's story, Hari means Rama, because Rama is the incarnation of Vishnu. So Tulsidasa says, Hari Ananta, Rama is Ananta, infinite. Hari Katha Ananta. The story of Rama is also infinite. There are many stories. There are many Ramayanas. And one Ramayana that will never contain all the facts about Rama, all the stories of Rama. No Ramayana can contain all the stories of Rama. That is why he says, Hari Katha Ananda. In Malayalam Ramayana, Tudatha says, Ramayanam Shadakodi Pravistar. 100 crores of Rama stories are there. But that is not available to us on the earth. It is available in the Brahmaloka, in the world of Brahma. Eluthachen says. And Eluthachen presents a version of Rama's story. And in Tulsidasa's Ramayana, there is a opening verse. There are some Sanskrit verses in the opening session of the Tulsidasa's Ramayana, which is Mangala Slokas. All poets will recite some Mangala Slokas, auspicious slokas in prostration, in tribute to the Guru, the Lord, all the great sadhu, sajjanas, the sayings, all are worshipped in the beginning. And Tulsidasa says, he gives the brief content, or he points to the content of his work. He says, Nana Purana Nigamagama Sammatam Yad Ramayane Nigadidam Kujidanyadodi Swanda Sukhaya Tulasi Raghunatha Gatha Hasha Nibandham Adimanjulamadhanodi. This is in the first section, that's Balaganda, the beginning.
That your video.
So what does it mean? Nana Purana Nigamagama Sammatam. I am going to present the Ramakatha in Hindi. This Ramakatha is according to Nana Purana Nigama Agama Sammatam. It is certified, Sammatam. It is certified by Nana Purana, many Puranas, Nigamas, many Vedic statements, Agama, many Tantras. Nana Purana Nigama Agama Sammatam Yat Ramayana Nigadidam. And it is the content, the story is taken from Ramayana of Valmiki, of course. Ramayana Nigadidam Pujita and from other sources also. So Tulsidasa says that his Ramayana in Hindi, which is named Ramachandamanas, contains topics from Nana, Purana, Nigama, Agama, and Valmiki's Ramayana and other works also. And he says, Swanda Sukhaya Tulasi, Raghunatha Gatha, Bhasha Nibaddham Adimanjula Madanoti. I am creating this Raghunatha Gatha, the story of Raghunatha, Sri Rama, in a very beautiful, poetic way. For Swanda Sukhaya, for my own inner pleasure. He says. So this all indicates that Rama's story is spread over many works, Purana, Itihasa, then Vedas, then Tantras. So all these works contain story of Rama. So this is the vastness of Rama's story. So let us have a glimpse into the Rama's story and the features. So how can we approach Ramayana? Mainly, we can approach Ramakatha in 3 styles. First one, Ramayana is a poem. As a poetry, we can approach Ramayana. When we approach it as a poetry, as you know, it is very famous that Ramayana of Valmiki is the Adi Kavya, the first poetry that was ever created on this globe. So, as a poem, it is divided according to the rules of poets. There are many rules to be followed by poets when they write poems. There are many types of poems like Mahakavya, Khandakavya, Jambu Kavya. So there are many types of poems, and Ramayana is Itihasa Kavya. It is a poetry as well as Itihasa. I will come to the point Itihasa later. So it is a Kavya, and it is divided into different sections according to the rules of Kavya. So we will find a broad classification into Khandas, that is sections. So these Khandas are there in Valmiki's Ramayana. Bala Kanda, the first one, then Ayodhya Kanda, then Aranya Kanda, then Kishkindha Kanda, then Sundara Kanda. This fifth is Sundara Kanda. Then there is the Yuddha Kanda. And some people say there is another Kanda also, the 7th one called Uttara Kanda. It can be found in all Ramayana, the printed Ramayanas, but there are some disputes regarding whether this Uttara Kanda was a portion of Ramayana in the original version or whether it was, what do you say, inserted later. So this discussion, we are not going into this discussion. Anyway, these are the broad sections of Ramayana. And this classification is followed by almost all Ramayanas. In Tulsidasa's Ramayana also you will find Balakanda, Ayodhya Kanda, Aranya Kanda, Kishkinda Kanda, Sundara Kanda, Yuddha Kanda, and Tulsidasa has written an Uttara Kanda, which is not the Uttara Kanda of Valmiki's Ramayana. That is Tulsidasa's philosophy is presented in the Uttara Kanda. Then in Malayalam Ramayana of Tulsidasa also, you will find all these Kandas, these 7 Kandas. So this Kandas section or Kanda classification is done by, the story is divided into these Kandas by the great Valmiki, the original Ramayana author itself. Then these Kandas are divided into Sargas. That is the style of poem. Poems are divided into Sargas. The famous definition of a poetry for Mahakavya is Sargabaddhaha. It should have many Sargas. Again, we may translate it into chapter, but it is not actually chapter. Chapters are there in Mahabharata and other Puranas, but in Kavyas you won't find chapter. Adhyayas are not there, but there are Sargas in Kavyas. So Valmiki Ramayana you will find Sargas. Then there are all the elements of poetry in Valmiki's Ramayana, like the rasas. You may know the Nava rasas of Indian poetics, like Sringaram, Veeram, Karunam, Hasyam, Bhayanagam, Vibhalsam, Raudram, Karunam, Albudam. All these rasas you can find in Valmiki's Ramayana, very beautiful. And then there are figures of speech, alankaras. In poetry, you will find many figures of speech like allegory, metaphor, similes. Many things are. In Sanskrit, there is an abundance of alankaras, and you will find all these alankaras in Valmiki's Ramayana. Then there are different meters. Even though Valmiki's Ramayana, the majority of the content is in one meter called Anushtup, there are many other meters also. So different meters can be seen in Valmiki's Ramayana. So in this way, we will find that Valmiki's Ramayana satisfies almost all rules to be followed by a poet while writing a poetry. That is why Valmiki's Ramayana is rightly called the Adikavya. If you go to Valmiki Ramayana, at the end of each chapter, you will find a closing statement of that chapter. And that closing statement, which is called Pushpika, in Sanskrit we call it Pushpika. Like in Bhagavad Gita, those who have read Bhagavad Gita, you will you have very frequently come across this Pushpika. Like in this Srimad Bhagavad Gita, so Upanishatsu, Brahma Vidyaya, Yoga Shastra, Sri Krishna Samvade, Purushottamayo Nama Panchadeshodhyaya. Even at the end of each chapter, there will be a Pushpika. In the same way, in Valmiki Ramayana also, you will find a Pushpika at the end of each chapter, each sarga. That Pushpika goes like this. इति आश्रय श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकिये आदिकाव्ये चतुर्विंशति सहस्रयां संहितायां प्रथमः सर्गः बालकाण्डे प्रथमः सर्गः